Hi, and thanks for joining us. I'm Kate from Colour Me Kate, and I'm chatting today with Petra Richardson from Spotted.
Hello.
And if you haven't heard of Spotted, then we're going to tell you a little bit about it because it is such a fantastic business concept for all ladies of all ages and all sizes. So Petra, can you tell us a bit about what made you start Spotted in the first place?
Sure, Kate. Well, I've always loved second-hand shopping and would often be complimented when wearing my finds. But also realising that a lot of these ladies were also saying how they loved the idea of doing it themselves, second-hand shopping, but didn't have the time or inclination or just did not know what to look for when going into an op shop. And so I was beginning to think that there might be a niche for me to offer my services as a personal second-hand shopping for like-minded ladies. At the time I was also going to a lot of plan parties and watching ladies come together and really enjoying shopping in that sort of environment. And I sort of put the two together and came up with Spotted.
And fantastic, and it's such a good idea. So your background, it relates to what you do, doesn't it?
Very much so. I was sort of super obsessed with fashion, just a little bit. I studied fashion design with technology up in Manchester in the UK. And I've also got a big retail background in management with visual merchandising and promotions experience too. So it all comes together and injects into Spotted as well.
So you know what you're looking at in terms of a retail look, you know what you're looking for in terms of fashion design, how to lay it out.
Yes,
yes. You have all the hats on.
Well, yeah, I like to think so.
Stylish hats.
Yeah, thank you very much. I like to think so, and I just absolutely very passionate about it and love it. So it's very much about using my personal eye in what I find and bringing it together to present a beautiful range of high quality clothing.
Yeah, and it sure is. I'm a bit of a devotee to Spotted.
You are, Kate.
I am. I cannot keep my hand off my wallet when I'm when I come to a Spotted party.
Fantastic to hear.
And I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I love a bit of an op shop, and for those who aren't in Australia, we call it op shopping, but in anywhere else in England, second-hand shopping or charity shopping.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but I think op shopping is a great word, isn't it?
It is. Opportunity.
Yes. So yes, I talk to people who I think people are either in the yes, love it camp or in the would quite like to love it, but don't really...
Scared off
don't quite know what to...
concept and the idea and the smell of a second-hand shop.
Yes, exactly.
The chaos of it all.
Yes, it's just overwhelmed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I was thinking if we had to give our top 3 tips, and I think, see what you think of mine, because you're the expert. So my top 3 op shopping tips would be to know the labels that you like. So if you're going shopping under normal circumstances, so you're going to your normal retail shops, you know the labels that you like, and it doesn't have to be high-end labels. It could be anything high street.
Ones that you've always loved to wear, that you know the cut suits you.
Yeah,
it's a good tip, Kate.
Yeah. So going into an op shop and just flicking through all those labels and finding the ones that you like. Secondly, I think consider, because it is overwhelmed, and you go in and you've got the smell and everything, and it's not that they smell disgusting, but you know, a whole lot of other people's clothes, it can have a bit of a musty smell in a big shop. So look at the items out of context. If you pick something up and think, I'm just seeing this in an op shop amongst all the other, other people's cast offs. But look at it out of context. What would it look like? What else would it go with in my wardrobe?
Think about it relating to your wardrobe. Absolutely.
And what would it look like if it was washed and ironed? Because very often they're just scrunched in amongst all the other things. So think about it in terms of your clothing as opposed to just another piece in a whole rail of things. And of course, the third and probably my most important tip would be to know the colours. that suit you.
Absolutely, Kate. We're all drawn to certain colours, and it does help en masse to spy them and be drawn to them. And some of them are organised in colour files, which does help in that situation.
Some of them are.
To make it less.
Yeah. Others not. So, no. So knowing your colours is really good, because then you can just eliminate all the colours that you know are not going to do anything for you, and you can hone in on the ones that are good.
Especially if you've only got 10 minutes to nip in quickly.
Yeah.
Which is a really great way to shop as you're passing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think my 3 tips are
I think they're great.
Excellent.
I'd like to add 3 to them,
fantastic.
if that's okay.
Yeah.
Mine would be, and like you're saying, it's very overwhelming, so I would focus on maybe looking for a particular item, for example, a top, and just look at that section of tops. I'd recommend always try before you buy, to check that the fit is right.
Yep.
And this also gives you an opportunity, maybe in the fitting room, to have a really good, thorough look over the item to check for any holes or stains on the item.
True, yes.
So, yes.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah, because there's nothing worse than getting home and, you know, if it's a tiny hole that you're happy to fix up, that's fine. But with damaged goods that are too far gone, that's very disappointing when you get home.
Absolutely, and that's the beauty of your business, because you make sure that everything that you sell through Spotted is
pristine, yes.
spotless.
Yeah, absolutely. I try my best, and if there is something that is slightly damaged, I'll fix it and it'll be marked on the tag. But I'm very aware of presenting very high quality items.
And you do, which is why we all come back and we come back and we come back. Okay, so now we are collaborating again, aren't we? It is exciting. So on the 14th, I think it's a Friday, isn't it?
Friday the 14th of October.
Yes.
Coming up fast.
It is.
Yeah.
And so we'll get together and have a morning session and an evening session.
It's for those of you that already know about a Spotted sticky beak. I open up in the morning for morning tea at 10:30 and 7 p.m. onwards on the same day for an evening party. So yes, it'll be set up. What you'll expect by coming to Spotted is to be presented. In October, I'll have a very multi-seasonal range of weather changing. And I steer away from 100% polyester, so it's all very natural fibres. Everything feels really
good.
Great, and everything is presented in size order.
Yes,
so
it's really easy to shop through. Yes,
thank you. Well, I do my best to make it easy. Though we always look outside the sizes too, don't we, Kate? Because
we do, because you never can be sure.
That's right. I also have shoes and accessories, all cleaned and ready to wear. And a little bit of jewellery.
Yes.
I said accessories too, didn't I? Scarves.
So you can kit yourself out literally from head to toe.
If you wish to.
In Spotted.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's the idea.
Yeah.
And also you get to have a cup of tea and sit down and relax. And if you want to bring a friend with you, it's a very relaxed shopping environment.
Yes. Or a glass of something in the evening.
Absolutely.
A glass of something in the evening.
Yeah. Cheese and wine in the evening.
Yeah.
If that's what you fancy.
Perfect.
And then you'll be here as well.
Yeah. So you might be wondering, well, what's Kate
doing there?
Why are you
Tea and
there? Just spending money. No, so I'll be there with my mirror and my drapes and my swatches, and I'll be telling people whether or not they have a warm or cool undertone to their skin. Yeah. And remember, this is all completely free of charge. So,
amazing.
Yeah. So I'll tell you whether you're warm or cool, which means whether you'll suit warm or cool colours, and then they will be able to apply that to the clothes that they've got. And so they'll walk away not only having a new outfit head to toe, but looking fabulous in it.
Yeah, and then I'll be at hand then to help you find those colours in your size on the racks.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
It's very exciting.
So if you're interested in joining us, places are limited. Either come to the morning session or the evening session on Friday, the 14th of October, and there will be links to that on our Facebook pages. That's Colour Me Kate or Spotted.
Spotted for you.
Spotted for you. Or where else will we?
We send out via email as well to our already existing customers. So but it's very important to RSVP for these particular events, because we do have to limit places so that we can provide top service to the people that are able to come. So hope to see you then.
Thanks, Petra, for chatting with me.
Thank you, Kate.